Good morning, America. Overnight, Donald Trump doubles down, repeating those false claims he lost the popular vote because of millions of illegal ballots at a congressional event he hosted. As the president takes executive action on trade and abortion policy, his press secretary tries to repair his heated relationship with reporters.
But our intention is never to lie to you, Jonathan.
Going back and forth with our John Carl.
Punishing storms, a powerful nor'easter pounding the coast with winds topping 65 miles an hour, ripping roofs off homes. Rain flooding this New Jersey train station. Snow and ice creating a dangerous commute. Thousands of flights canceled or delayed as a new winter storm takes aim at the center of the country.
Terrifying collapse. A governor falling at the podium in the middle of delivering his state address. Lawmakers and aides rushing to his side.
Get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, please.
What his family is saying about his condition this morning.
And magic in the air on Hollywood's biggest morning, kicking off Oscar madness.
Very, very exciting.
La La Land hoping to sing and dance to Oscar gold. Hidden Figures, Moonlight,
You looking at me like that?
and Fences looking to erase the memories of last year. Even Deadpool trying to crash the party. The Oscar nominations live right here on GMA.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
We do say good morning, America, on this Tuesday morning. This is always a fun morning. We've got the Oscar nominations coming up. Of course, a lot of eyes are on La La Land.
Oh, yeah, a lot of good movies out there. La La Land.
A lot of them.
Being one of these great movies that are out there. Hopefully, I know they're waking up hoping they're going to get some calls this morning about some nominations. And also this morning, we're getting our first look at the Obamas on vacation. There they are. Look like they're very relaxed. They're head to Sir Richard Branson's private island and the BVI's.
It's good to be ex-president. Not bad.
Could you imagine the stress relief when you're at office? Wow.
New president hard at work already. Packed first Monday in office. Our political team is covering every angle, from his battles with the press to the push for his cabinet nominees to his first executive actions. Let's start with Cecilia Vega at the White House. And Cecilia, at that congressional meeting overnight, the president repeated false claims about the election.
Yeah, George, he says that he lost the popular vote because of all the millions of illegal votes that were cast. George, this is a claim that has been flatly debunked. The cameras were rolling for President Trump's first official White House meeting with congressional leaders. But they weren't there when he repeated a false claim. Sources telling ABC News the president said he lost the popular vote to Hillary Clinton because millions of illegal ballots were cast. President Trump has made the claim before, and fact checkers have roundly debunked it. As Trump settles into his new role, so too does his staff.
It's just remarkable what got done in the first day.
Press Secretary Sean Spicer facing the cameras again after his much criticized first performance this weekend.
This was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period.
This time, a different tune to ABC's Jonathan Carl.
Is it your intention to always tell the truth from that podium, and will you pledge never to knowingly say something that is not factual?
It is. It's an honor to do this, and yes, I believe that we have to be honest with the American people. I think sometimes we can disagree with the facts. There are certain things that we may not fully understand when we come out, but our intention is never to lie to you, Jonathan.
The president kicking off his first full week in office with a packed schedule.
All right, we're going to sign 3 memorandums right now.
Starting by signing a flurry of new orders. From a federal government employee hiring freeze to a ban on foreign aid to groups who provide abortion services, a policy first imposed by Ronald Reagan that has been reinstituted by every Republican president since. And making good on a campaign promise to pull out of a major trade deal with Asia, the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Great thing for the American worker, what we just did.
Now, so far, no comment from the White House on those false elections claims, but this is not the first time that Donald Trump has raised this issue right after his win. He tweeted millions of people voted illegally. Again, that is about the popular vote. He is saying why he lost it. Again, another big day here at the White House for President Trump. He meets with auto executives to talk about American jobs. That is this morning, Robin.
All right, Cecilia, and there are new developments for President Trump's cabinet nominees. More pushback expected today as Tom Price, the nominee for Health and Human Services, heads back to the hot seat. And overnight, another one of Trump's candidates, Mike Pompeo, was confirmed. Our congressional correspondent Mary Bruce has the latest. She joins us this morning from the Capitol. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Day 5 of the Trump administration, and the president has just 3 confirmed cabinet secretaries. The latest overnight, Congressman Pompeo for CIA director. They are picking up the pace, but there is still a logjam here on Capitol Hill as Democrats raise ethical concerns about many of Trump's nominees, and that is expected to continue today as they take aim at Mick Mulvaney. The president's pick for budget director is now under fire for his own finances after he failed to pay $15,000 in taxes on his nanny's income. Now, this is the kind of thing that's taken down nominees in the past, but this morning the question is just what kind of impact does it have in this current political climate? Robin.
Well, Mary, there does seem to be some good news for the administration concerning the president's selection for Secretary of State. Seems like he has cleared a hurdle there.
Yeah, Rex Tillerson, the former Exxon CEO, has cleared a major hurdle now that Republican Senator Marco Rubio is finally on board. Rubio had raised concerns about Tillerson's ties to Russia. He says he still has reservations, but didn't want to create an unwarranted political controversy by blocking him. Tillerson could now be confirmed as soon as next week. Robin.
We'll see if that happens. All right there, Mary. Thank you.
Okay, let's get more on this now from John Carl, our chief White House correspondent. John, you were pretty tough. Pretty direct questions to Sean Spicer yesterday, and what you got back is kind of a mix of concessions and combativeness.
Yeah, but it was a clear reset, George. You know, Sean Spicer went into this briefing room over the weekend because President Trump was upset and wanted him to come out here and deliver a tongue lashing at the press. He did that. It did not go over well. He refused to take questions. So when he came out here yesterday for his first official briefing, there was a little bit of humor, and there were critically some concessions. He did acknowledge that some of the information that he gave over the weekend was not correct. He said it wasn't intentional, and that he would always, as you heard, do his best to tell the truth from the podium.
And you mentioned it right there. You know, we know that President Trump was upset on Saturday. That's why Sean Spicer came into the briefing room. He's keeping a close eye on all this. Some reports also that he wasn't very happy after Spicer's briefing on Saturday.
Yeah, it was like the worst of both worlds for the press secretary. Certainly, he didn't build any bridges with the press. And President Trump, by all reports, was not happy with the performance. Some aides thought it shouldn't have been done to begin with. But what we hear about yesterday's performance is that the president was quite happy with it.
And on the confirmation front, it appears that the president is closing in on a Supreme Court nominee.
That's right. What I am told is there is now one leading contender, Neil Gorsuch. He is a circuit court judge, 10th Circuit. He is somebody who is only 49 years old, would actually be, George, the youngest Supreme Court nominee in about 25 years. Somebody who's popular with conservatives and was confirmed for his current job unanimously by the Senate back in 2006. I'm told that decision could come next week.
And that could be key, the fact that he was confirmed unanimously last time, because you're hearing some Democratic talk from the Democratic leader, Chuck Schumer, perhaps of filibustering whoever the president puts up. That would mean they would have to get Democratic votes to get it through.
Yeah, the White House believes that it would be hard to filibuster Gorsuch. He's just not that controversial, but there are a lot of bruised feelings by the fact that, of course, Barack Obama's last nominee didn't even get a hearing.
Okay, John Carl, thanks very much. And tomorrow night, David Muir will have the first interview with President Trump since the inauguration. That will air right here on ABC at 10 p.m. Michael?
All right, George, and now to that massive nor'easter that's hitting right now, bringing rain, wind, and dangerous flooding. We're going to take a live look at this flooded road in Seabright, New Jersey. And it is also pouring in Boston right now, where we find our own Rob Marciano. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, the rain is blowing sideways. Winds here to 50 miles an hour. The nor'easter here in Boston has certainly arrived. The boats in the harbor are rocking. The water is rising. The waves at times splashing over this seawall, but it certainly has been the wind that has been the main driver of this damaging storm. Overnight, the Northeast taking a pounding.
It's scary. It's scary.
Ferocious winds turning fatal in Philadelphia, tearing a sign from this car lot, then striking and killing a 59-year-old man.
In city center, a huge chunk of this 1,200-foot mural toppling off a hospital wall. Just outside New York City, wind gusts reaching 65 miles per hour. Just look at this scaffolding dangerously dangling from a building. You can hear it as it slams against it, sending people below scrambling to get out of the way.
It's crazy how pieces are starting to fall off over there.
The roof ripped off this New Jersey condo, parts of it landing on parked cars. Trees smashing onto houses from Pennsylvania to New York.
3 houses in a row. One came down at about 5 a.m. We heard it and it woke us up.
And streets flooding along the New Jersey coast.
The first nor'easter of this season, but the reality is, and in a post-Sandy world, extreme weather is a lot more common, and it's something that we're constantly mindful of.
Certainly easy to be mindful when it's in your face and you've got to get to work. Coastal flooding an issue here. We've got over 12,000 people in the area without power. We expect that number to rise. And in interior sections, the snow and the sleet is piling up. Some schools are closed. So it is very, very difficult to get around pretty much anywhere in New England, across the Northeast, really, this morning if you do have to travel. George?
Rob, you got to get back inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, quick.
Let's go to Ginger right now. You got more in the Northeastern, and there's also a storm coming to the Midwest.
Right. So brand new photo coming in from South Freeport, New York. So this is Long Island. You can see the water up to the wheel wells. That coastal flooding with the tide that just passed, at high tide that passed. And you can see the wind gusts, 24 to even 46 miles per hour for Providence, Rhode Island. Those numbers are going to stick around for much of the day. So it is going to be raw, it's going to be wet, it's going to be ugly. And then you saw the snow and sleet inland. We take the timing here this afternoon when everybody's going home. Still not pretty in New York City. Certainly not through eastern Connecticut, parts of Boston overnight. Then we say goodbye to this storm by tomorrow. We say hello to the next storm in the Midwest. This is pictures out of Arizona where you can see the snow flying there. Well, now it's moving right there along I-90 through the day, Tuesday night into Wednesday. A quick look at Spencer, guys. This is how we all felt in the middle of the nor'easter and will feel today.
It's a great blowout.
Nice. Thank you there, Ginger. Now to a health scare overnight for the governor of Minnesota, Mark Dayton, collapsing during his annual State of the State speech. You see there his aides rushing in to help him. That was quite a scene. ABC's Lindsay Davis joins us now with more on the story and, more importantly, the latest on the governor's condition. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Robin. As you can imagine, this caused quite a bit of panic in the State House chambers last night. The governor of Minnesota was giving his 2017 State of the State address when he drank some water, tried to continue on with his speech, and then simply collapsed. A frightening health scare Monday night as the Minnesota governor delivered his state address. After speaking for nearly 45 minutes, Governor Mark Dayton's words started to slur.
But despite that awful cost.
Seconds later, the governor collapses at the podium.
Get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, please.
Bystanders rush to his aid. Lawmakers later adjourned for the night.
So I don't know if he's just simply dehydrated or what. I don't know. All I do know is that Minnesota needs to get behind our governor tonight and say a few prayers.
The governor also seemed to take a spill ahead of the speech, nearly toppling over. But lawmakers say he's known to be a tough old bird.
As everybody in Minnesota knows, former goalie, so he's suffered hits before and bounced back.
This wasn't the first time the Democratic governor, who turned 70 this week, has fainted in public. Last January, Dayton was taken to the hospital after fainting at a political event. This time, the governor walked out of the Capitol. EMTs joined him later at his home. His son, Eric, tweeted thanks to well-wishers and noted the governor was doing a very advanced puzzle with his grandson, Hugo, adding, "That has to be a good sign." And we hope so. The governor's chief of staff says it's back to business for the governor today. He's expected to present his budget later on this morning. As to the cause of the collapse, the governor's office isn't saying. Robin?
Hope they find out. All right, Lindsay, thank you. Let's go to Amy now with the morning's other top stories, starting with news from that avalanche in Italy.
That's right, guys. The death toll from that avalanche that buried a hotel in central Italy last week is now rising. Overnight, more bodies were found in the rubble, bringing the death toll to 14. But 15 people are still missing, and this morning a rescue helicopter with 6 people reportedly on board crashed near another ski resort in that same region. Back here in this country, a mega merger in the health insurance industry has been blocked. A federal judge has ruled the deal between Aetna and Humana would hurt competition and drive up prices. Aetna is considering an appeal. Well, Snapchat has been cleared in a distracted driving lawsuit. A Georgia couple injured in a crash claimed the social media company's so-called speed filter encouraged the other driver to speed. A local judge disagreed, saying Snapchat is immune from such lawsuits. And federal agents near Boston have found $20 million in cash hidden under a mattress in a money laundering case. They say all of those bills stuffed inside that box spring were proceeds from a pyramid scheme. And finally, some money stuffed under the bed to a guitar stuffed in a man's pants. Surveillance video showing this guy at a music store stuffing a $1,700 guitar down his pants. You can barely see the hidden guitar as he makes his escape, even though it was a full-sized electric guitar. He is still on the run, which has really struck a sour note for his employees.
I'm sorry for stepping.
It's okay. It's okay.
There are so many ways you could go with that.
I went with the clean version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing. Is that a guitar in your pants, or
Yes,
you have
exactly.
You decided not to go with that one.
Oh, boy. And he got away with it. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, everybody. There's so much excitement for the Oscar nominations. In an hour, we're going to know who's going for the Oscar Gold. And ABC's Chris Connolly, he joins us now. And good morning, Chris.
And good morning, Michael. That's right. The Academy marshaling a host of past nominees to roll out the Oscar nominations in a new way this year. But we've got the same old anticipation. Who's in? Who's out? And how big will this morning get for the little musical that could?
I got the bullets. Yes.
It might be the early morning, but it figures to be magic hour for La La Land, which could sing, play, and sashay its way to double-figure Academy Award nominations, with an outside shot at tying the record of 14 Oscar noms. After a 20-nomination whitewash in the performing categories last year, leading to the Oscars So White movement, expect at least 5 people of color to get the Academy's call for acting this year, with Fences' Viola Davis and Denzel Washington.
That I've been standing in the same place for 18 years? Well, I've been standing with you.
And Moonlight's Mahershala Ali, strong contenders.
You're in the middle of the world.
Not everyone's going to wake up happy. There's a logjam in Best Actress. Meryl, Amy, Annette, and Natalie, stars who shine this time of year.
This article will bring you a great deal of attention.
Vying for spots with dazzling work from Loving's Ruth Negga.
I don't know what you're saying.
Hidden Figures to Raji P. Henson.
It's because we wear glasses.
And Isabelle Huppert of Elle. Who'll get the call? Along with audiences, Deadpool's felt the love from the producers and writers guilds. Could that mean a Best Picture Oscar nomination too? The Academy can nominate as many as 10 films. Surprises are likely. Speaking of which, could the once disgraced Mel Gibson crash the Best Director category for Hacksaw Ridge?
I'm gonna get you home.
Will Arrival earn its share of noms?
Now that's a proper introduction.
And could Best Song put a singing Ryan Gosling live on stage on Oscar night?
City of stars, there's so much that I can't see.
Ah, so sweet. La La Land might earn 2 Best Song nominations, including Emma Stone's big number, Audition. I'd kind of understand if they just wanted to sit and watch the show and not perform.
But I hear there could be a big showdown in the Best Song
Oh my
category,
God, you've
too.
got Sia, you've got Stevie Wonder, you have Shakira all up for something. And if Justin Timberlake's song from Trolls, Can't Stop the Feeling, gets nominated, that's right, you're looking at an all-new Mickey Mouse Club reunion.
Wow.
Mid-90s in the house. Ryan and Justin together again.
Could it be?
Getting a little emotional just thinking about it.
Little tear right there. You the man, Chris. You are the man.
Pleasure to be here.
Mid-90s in the house.
Ginger, rain everywhere.
Yes, speaking of Los Angeles, look at this, Fullerton, California. So this is south and east of them, but plenty of rain over the weekend. Things are going to be drying out. That's what they were doing in Fullerton, California, jet skiing. But put those jet skis away because things are going to be drying out slightly. Your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, the Tuesday trivia brought to you by Silk.
Hey, Becky!
Hey, Silk Man!
What you doing?
Jogging.
All right. Hey, you know what goes great with jogging? Protein. New Silk Protein Nut Milk. It's got 10 grams of protein.
That's a lot.
Oh, Becky, it's the most.
Thanks, Silk Man.
Gotta run. The door's on the other side.
Silk tastes like better.
And a very good morning, meteorologist Brian Vandegraff on a Tuesday. Still a little damp out there this morning. These morning showers will taper off. Very light in nature, just damp on the pavement. Some afternoon sunshine making a run at the upper 40s. Still breezy, adding a little bit of a chill factor. Overnight tonight, we're talking temperatures 30s to near 40. Mainly clear, still feeling a little bit cold around here. Tomorrow, we do make a run at 60. By next weekend, a cooler weekend, but a dry one. Saturday and Sunday looking divine with temperatures both days in the low 40s.
Coming up, we're going to take you